What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Poke Portfolio here. Today we're going to have a look at Brilliant Stars. Quite an undervalued set in my eyes. An actually decent set in my eyes as well. I think it's got great potential. We're going to have a look at some of the sealed product. We're going to take a even deeper look into some of the singles and what they're doing, how they're performing. Obviously, in this market, everything seems to be going up. So we're just going to take a look today. But before I get straight to the noise, if you wanna follow me on Instagram, that would be the best place for you to keep up to date with what I'm buying, with what I'm selling, what I'm holding. So yeah, that's the best place, guys. If you want to give me a follow, then feel free. So sealed product. Let's start here. Let's start at the booster box. Let's start in the normality of things, which is the booster box. 36 packs. You can't get more simple than that. So in the UK, we're sitting at a high of 230. So it's just under its high right now at 210. But you got to remember that this is just sort of recently gone out of stock on the Pokemon Center in the UK. So we're sort of trying to play catch up to the US market. As you can see, the US market is stabilizing in a range there at the top between, what's that, almost at 300, so 280 between 280 270, somewhere around there. So the UK is trying to play catch up right now. I didn't actually buy. I've owned a booster box and opened a booster box of Brilliant Stars actually back in 2022, but I haven't actually got any booster boxes now. So what I do have is Pokemon Center ETBs, but as for the booster box, I don't own any. But I did recommend you buy this booster box when it was in stock on the Pokemon Center. I bought Fusion Strike. I just thought it was a better set. I believed you could see where the price point was going to end up, and I think it will be higher than Brilliant Stars. But Brilliant Stars, nonetheless, a great buy, and I still think it is a good buy for a booster box. £200. It's not that far off what you're seeing in Scarlet and Violet, and this is older. That you've got that bit more. It's had a bit more time, right? It's had a bit more time to be in the market. So it's still not a bad buy right now. So this is what I picked up. I picked up 4 of these PCETBs for £50 a pop on the Pokemon Center. Now, before that, you could have got it on eBay below that, right? People were trying to sell these at a loss, basically, because where else are you going to buy them other than the Pokemon Center? So people were selling these. You could have got some random ones on eBay for 40, even lower than 40. So it's currently sitting around 60 to 70, around that sort of range. It's actually sold for 70, but you can still pick up maybe some slightly more damaged ones for 60, 65, that sort of range. But it's moving, right? It's moving. And I still believe that this is trying to play catch up to the singles, the prices of the singles, as you'll see in a bit, and some of the prices of the normal ETB and the booster box, because this is the product that's been in stock for the longest on Pokemon Center, and if anything, this is still a good buy at 60, right? At 65, it's still a great buy, only because of the age of the product, and as you can see, the way the singles are moving right now, we're not seeing that in sealed as much. We're not seeing that drastic move in sealed. So eventually sealed is going to have to keep going up because the singles keep going up, right? So that's my sort of perspective on that. As you can see, that the normal ETB has performed very well, 89% over the last year. It's performed very well, right? The low of 31 was way back last year. It's now sort of around that 55 mark. We've had some sales at 60. They're probably pristine boxes. We've had some sales at 60. But it makes no sense to me that this is selling almost as much as the Pokemon Center ETB when it's got 2 extra packs. And I believe it will eventually turn into a bit more of a collector's item, because to me, this normal ETB has to have been printed more. It just has to have been printed more than the Pokemon Center ETB. There's no way in my mind that it could be the other way around. So unless someone tells me different, then that's what I'm going to believe. So I believe the other one will appreciate and has some catching up to do definitely in the within the next year. So that's just my opinion on that. This is one of the interesting sealed products that I have four of these, I want to say, but I bought them on release. I just thought it was just such a phenomenal product. The I love this promo. This promo is I really enjoy this promo. I think it is absolutely stunning. And on top of that, they give you a Cosmic Eclipse and Chilling Rain. It's just that this product, I'm smiling looking at it because it is, to me, it is a great product. It's annoying that obviously it's hard to ship and it's hard to find boxes that fit the shape, but the figurine, the promo, and the pack selection is all top tier. Guys, Chilling Rain is a great set. Cosmic Eclipse is a great set. Brilliant Stars is a great set. The promo is great, and you get a figurine. It's hitting on all cylinders. This product is hitting, and to be honest, I still think I would buy it at 45. I still think I could buy it at 45. Now the lowest listing is 47.50 on eBay. I'm pretty sure. So that's around the current price right now, but you could have been picking this up for £30 just after release, not far within last year, right? And it has sold. Some pristine ones have sold for 55. Obviously, when the hype gets going, people just keep buying if there's none listed, but then some more get listed, right? But the Cosmic Eclipse exposure is great, and the promo is phenomenal. What a promo! And I think the promo is going for at least 20 quid. So that's almost half of the cost there, right? And then plus you get the extra packs and the promo, so and the figurines, sorry. But let's jump into the single market. Very interesting price movement going on. Charizard V. It hasn't done too much. Not what people I think were expecting it to do, but it's done 75%. Right. It's great. Don't get me wrong, that is a great return, right, over a year. But I feel like people are expected more. Only because A, it's Charizard, and B, it's the chase, and probably C, the rest of the market is going up hundreds of percent, 200%, 300%. And this Charizard, my orange boy, is only going up 75%. What's going on? Now, I still think people are getting through all the Brilliant Stars product. I still think it was one of the heaviest printed Sword and Shield sets. Just from the amount of product that I still see, I don't think the demand is necessarily lower than other sets, than Astral or than those type of sets. But it seems to be people are still churning through and opening these packs to get these single cards, right? And I think that's causing some extra supply because they've been on the Pokemon Center, these sealed products, for the longest time. You could get them still at MSRP. Obviously, they've just run out, but you could have within the last 3 months. And now I think we're going to start seeing some heavier moves upwards in terms of price action for singles and sealed, but mainly sealed, because singles have had their first leg up. They might pull back now and start consolidating, but I think sealed should continue to rise. But as you can see, we've got this double peak situation going on with the Charizard. It's currently sitting at roughly 180. I mean, the price range, if you go on eBay, is huge. The only way you're going to really round it down is by taking an average, and that's sort of what I've done. Because you get some bad copies, you get some off-center copies, you get pristine copies going for more. The high of 230 was an absolute stunner of a copy. It looked perfect, right? But so like some of the 180s might be a little bit off-center. They might have a little whitening, etc., etc. So, but you could have been picking this up for 100 at the start, and then it came all the way back down to roughly that same sort of area down here, which people were obviously annoyed about if they've just invested in that and it's gone up. They didn't sell up there and it's come all the way back down. But now it's gone back up to the high. Now, hopefully, we should still see a continuation in the trend there. But that's sort of my thoughts. I think it's just people are still churning through that product. Arceus V, same sort of scenario where we haven't risen back up to these heights, but it's still a great card. Fun fact though, I still prefer the promo. I still prefer the promo Arceus V. I still think it looks better. But this is still a lovely card to look at, right? I'm not hating on this card. It's still lovely. 77% isn't bad, but is it bad when the bull market is everything's going up 300, 200%? As you'll see some of these singles later, but is it bad? You know, could you have done? It's opportunity cost at that point, isn't it? So yeah, it's currently sitting at 40. We've had a low of 18. It's come down. It's trying to I think going to go past its highs now. I still think it's going to end up rising, but yeah, high of 47, obviously back in sort of May time, but it's still got room. It's still got room. Now, cards like this, the Umbreon VMAX, I prefer different artworks. This Umbreon, I really don't like the look of it. Now, that's just probably me being negative, but Umbreon's a great Pokemon. You know, everyone loves Umbreon. I love Umbreon. I just think there's better artworks of Umbreon. And obviously, it's an evolution, so it's going to have this 250% move upwards. So right now, it's sitting around 60. You could have been picking this up in the 20s. Obviously, it's had its price movement now. It's seen a high of 70 in the UK. Obviously, in America, it's gone a bit higher, around that $81 mark there. But I think we're either going to see a slight pullback or we're going to see a consolidation for a while. But by no means do I think this bull market's done. There's just not enough to go around. Same for this Umbreon V. I much prefer this artwork. It's a lot nicer on the eye, in my opinion. It's still probably overvalued right now because it's just run up so much. 225% this year. It's crazy gains, guys. Crazy gains. You could have been picking this up for $10. It's currently at 37. We've seen a couple high sales at 50 to 55 that I checked. You know, we're still in peak bull market territory right now. Peak bull market territory. So I would not necessarily wouldn't be buying at these heights for these type of cars, especially the V, at the V cards where they're quite accessible to the collector. Same for the Sylveon. That when you go on eBay, there's so many copies of this card, right? There's no way in my eyes that this should be a 30, 40 quid card right now. I think it's too much too soon. I wouldn't necessarily be buying at these highs, right? I would potentially be buying on the pullback. Like, I think this is a $20 card, right? Guys, it's a V. It's a V card. It just happens to be Sylveon and Evolution. Obviously, there's some premium attached, but is it this much premium? Those are the questions you should be asking. Is the premium of this amount deserved for this card? Right, a high of 45, current, it's around the 30 mark, 32, 35 mark, somewhere around there. There's a range, right? But again, you could have been picking this up for £10, much more sort of my speed. I'd say this is a 10 to £20 card. So in my eyes, it's a bit overvalued right now. I wouldn't necessarily be picking it up. Yes, it's a beautiful card, but it's probably overvalued right now. Now. Trainer gallery, guys. Trainer gallery cards. Who would have expected this 900% move for trainer gallery cards? It's wild. You go look across all the trainer galleries, Astral, Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars. You go look at them all. They're all performing crazy right now. Crazy. So you could have been picking this card up for £3, £4, around that range, right? It's currently, sorry, there's a mistype there. It's currently around that 11 to 15 mark, right? I think I was meant to write 12 there. I've missed the one. It's around that like 11 to 15 mark right now, and there is a lot of this card. There is a lot of this card out there. So again, I wouldn't necessarily be picking up this card after a 900% move because of how much is out there. But yeah, you're looking around £12. You could have been picking it up for free. It's been a great buy and a great. If you picked a lot of this card up, you've made a lot of money, right? It's a good return. So on to the Eevee, right, guys? This is another great performer, 250% in the last year. It's currently sitting around that £10 mark. There's some you can get for £9.50, £9, but it's sort of around that. It's around there. Like, you could have been picking this up for £2. £2 a year ago. So it just goes to show you the trainer galleries are performing very well right now. Very, very, very well. I didn't think they would ever sort of have this dramatic move to the upside like they have because they were so cheap for so long. Obviously, we've actually had a confirmed sale of 18, which is crazy to think that it's even double what it's saying on the screen. There's been some 15 sales as well on eBay, but yeah, it's roughly looking around 10 right now. And obviously, Eevee is a very popular card, guys, very popular card, and it's a very cute illustrate like artwork. I love it. I love it. Would I be picking it up at these prices? Probably not, right? But that's just me. I think there's value elsewhere, but it's a great card, right? It's a great card. Would I be selling it right now? Probably yes. Probably yes. Now, if we move on to the Vaporeon, very similar price movement, 300% for the Vaporeon. I could have put the Flareon in here as well. I just chose one of the evolutions. Vaporeon seemed a bit more popular. We've had a high of £19 and it's currently sitting around 11, so it's come down off its high right now. We've had there just seems to be a lot of supply being pumped into the market from Brilliant Stars perspective. We've had I can see when you open eBay, there's a lot of this card, right? A lot of trainer galleries floating around, but you could have been picking this up for £3. So I think again, it's had a nice run up. Would I be selling right now? Probably. So let's just go through some of the lessons that we've learned looking at Brilliant Stars today. Sealed is undervalued compared to single appreciation. This is one of the biggest points and takeaways from this. I still think the PC ETB is undervalued and potentially even the booster box, right? You compare to the 300% moves, the 900% moves, the 70s, 80% move, 50% move, 250% moves. The PC ETB you can still get £65, right? Eventually, someone's going to be saying, "Oh, I might as well risk opening the pack to pull these singles because I'd benefit more from having the singles, right?" So they're going to rip more product, therefore there's less product on the market, and the price goes up. So the sealed's going to have to follow. It will have to follow. Now, you don't always have to follow the hype, guys. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to buy in at these highs. You don't have to take. You don't have to say, "Oh, I've missed it." You don't have to FOMO into this market right now. Please don't do that. I'm telling you, there will be chances. If you can live an extra 15 years now, there'll be chances in the next 15 years to buy products you want at the prices you want, right? So don't FOMO into this market. The market doesn't always value product correctly initially, right? The singles will probably pull back, which is what my point is right now. I think 300%, 900% is too much too soon, right? They'll pull back because people will start ripping product and they will start putting singles on the market. And there's a lot of Brilliant Stars products still out there, guys. Like I showed you, there's loads of good prices. Loads of good prices you can get. You could get the pack. You can get the price per pack very low, right? Now, I just want to say, stay consistent with your buying activities. Don't, like I say, don't FOMO, and just remember to keep enjoying the hobby, guys. It's a very fun place to be right now, just because of the amount of gains everyone's seeing. Enjoy it while it lasts. And I just want to say thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you gained some value. It took me quite a while to pull this one together because I was comparing a lot of stuff going through eBay. So listen, I'd appreciate if you give me a like and comment in the description. Subscribe if you want to. Listen, it's free. Check me out down below. And with that, guys, I hope you had the great rest of your day. Cheers. See you in a bit.